had really good news. I wanted to do a video that had my weigh-in updates, kind of like New Year's tips for weight loss, or just some goals for me or suggestions. So we'll see what this is. First off, my weigh-in. I was sick last week, so I lost some weight because of that, but I'm really excited. The last time I weighed in was the week Wednesday before Christmas, and then I didn't go right after Christmas, so I went today, and I was 198.2. So back in Wonderland, so excited. I also lost 5.2. So that was a really good loss for me. I lost one of my daily points though, so that means I eat less, but that's a good thing. It's a good bad thing. So I'm really excited about that, and I want to just keep going. One of my goals that I didn't really talk to anybody about, but was that I really wanted to be out of the 200s for New Year's to start 2013. So I did that. Really excited. Some of the things that I was going to share for quick tips, I think I wrote down like 8. I left my list somewhere. I don't know where it is. I'll remember them. But the quick 8 things that I thought were really good tips for people starting on weight loss or people who are continuing on it, or at least what I found to be really helpful. The first one, number 1, is going to be to do really small steps. So baby steps. I don't know if you can hear my sister. She's baby steps. So that's like not changing everything all at once. I know New Year's is a really exciting time and people gung-ho about switching lifestyle, and that's great, and keep it up while you can. But I think small steps is the biggest thing, adding water if you're not someone who drinks enough water during the day, adding small fruits and vegetables, or just trying to eat less, or making better choices, or portion control, or small steps too for the gym as well. And I'm notoriously guilty about this. I have really high goals for myself at the gym where I need to start smaller. So small steps, go for a walk. That goes with number 2. I'm just going to mix up the order I had them before. Number 2 for me would be to move more. Whatever it is, just moving more. Moving more around the house, moving more at work, whether it's an actual workout or just being more active, not sedentary. That's the first tip. And then once you're there, you can start to add up the walking and running Couch to 5K program. As I've talked about so many times, I am finishing the first week. It's been a slow progress, but feeling really good about that. Another tip I would have would be to track everything. As hard as it is, and whatever way you want to track. Like I track on my phone with the Weight Watchers app. I've also tracked on my phone before with MyFitnessPal. Oh, the light went out. I've tracked before on my phone with MyFitnessPal. That's a free website, MyFitnessPal, and it has a free app on your phone as well. And it has things where you can scan and track calories on there too. So that's really good. And then you can see friends on there as well. If a group of people want to join, writing down, calorie counting, whatever works for you. MyFitnessPal does calorie counting in and out. And I liked that when I was using it before I was doing Weight Watchers stuff again, but just points works better for me overall. But I really liked that program as well, and I have a lot of friends who still use it. Another tip that I would say, I forget, is this number 3, 4? I think it's number 4. Would be to get the water in, to stay hydrated, but also to stay motivated. And by that I mean I use my YouTube channel, I use my Facebook page, I do the Weight Watchers meetings, I work out with my friends at the gym, so I have a lot of accountability built up for myself throughout the week. And whenever I stop doing 1 or 2 or 3 or all of those things, that's when I tend to not lose as much weight. So finding an accountability system for you, whether it's finding a buddy or messaging or online. I know that there's a lot on MyFitnessPal. I know that there's a lot of other online sites. I mean, on the Weight Watchers website, they have message boards, but anywhere where you can find support, whether in your family or remotely, some way to stay accountable throughout the year, not just when you are really pumped up at the beginning of the year. And I feel so bad I can't remember what was on my list. Oh, number 5 would be to celebrate small successes. So I, for example, love stickers. that they give away at the Weight Watcher meetings, and it's really just a sign of, yes, I did that, 5 more pounds accomplishment. But also just rewarding yourself along the way for smaller clothing sizes, for non-scale victories, filling something small, or saying no to something that you would have previously eaten, or making really good choices. Those are small things you need to celebrate along the way. It's not just about the long goal, especially if you have a lot of weight to lose. It can be a far away goal that you're not really, it's hard to sometimes see the end picture. Number 6, I think I'm at, is positive self-talking and positive goal thinking. So for me, I'm making a vision board, and I'm not done with it yet. But I will show you all when I am done with it. Just instead of saying negative talk to yourself, so instead of saying you should not eat that, you are not going to get to your goal, turning it into positive thinking, or saying I would rather be smaller than have that today, or you're doing a really good job with whatever you're doing, or you made a lot of progress with whatever you're doing, even if it's not there yet to your final goals. Just that positive thinking, positive self-talk. And I kind of pull that into also doing positive thinking when making food choices. For example, I went out with my sister last week or the week before, and late at night we were on our way home when we were hungry, and we pulled into a fast food restaurant, drive-through lane. We ordered, and then we were sitting there waiting around for a while, and because it was a really long line, I guess a lot of people were out that night, and we changed our minds, like, we don't need that, we don't want that, so left the drive-through lane. And I know that I feel bad if you work at a restaurant, and that was me, my bad. But it was a good choice just to say, nope, not going to do it, and giving myself that time rather than always acting on impulses to, I need food now, I need food now. Okay, a couple of tricks that I think I'm going to count for 7 is for a couple of tricks for, I guess, putting off cravings or making it easier on yourself, is to drink a lot of water. I started having more tea or sugar-free hot chocolate or apple cider or things like that at night rather than eating. Or I like wine too, so rather than having wine, having something different. Doing different hobbies, or different, like crocheting or reading or doing something with your hands other than munching, which is something that I would tend to do while watching television. And that kind of goes with the things. Weight Watchers has this new 360 program that they've just introduced, and it really focuses on your mind more. And that's what I think my last tips would be on your routines, really building new routines, and it takes a while to build a new routine. So say number 8. I can hold my fingers. Number 8 would be routines, and I would say that would be the first routine that they're having members work on, is to bring a healthy snack with you wherever you go, and work on that week after week after week. And after that has become routine to you and you do it automatically without having to think about it, then introducing other routines for a healthier lifestyle, so that maintenance, once you've had your initial weight loss, will be easier to upkeep. Another one is spaces. 9, spaces. Having a space that's motivational to you and will also make you successful. So cleaning up your kitchen or your house of the foods that are trigger foods for you, or red light foods, or things that make it more difficult for weight loss. If it's not there, you're not going to want it. And sometimes it's impossible to get rid of all of those things. If you are living with a family, or you have kids, or you have a husband or a boyfriend or someone, a roommate, who's going to be eating those higher calorie, high fat foods, you don't want to, but they can. Your lifestyle doesn't change theirs. Figuring out a way to make a space where you are not tempted by it, or closing the kitchen for the night, or saying, okay, you keep this in this cabinet and I'm not going to go in there, and it makes it easier. So the last thing I would say would be to keep with it. 10 tips. Number 10 would be to keep with it. Don't give up. Even if you mess up a lot, even if you gain a lot of weight, even if you stop doing everything, don't give up. Because if you stop, that's when the problem starts. And there was a really neat post that Weight Watchers had on their Facebook page that I went back and shared on my page as well. So the Weight Watchers kind of quote, I guess, that they shared that really hit home for me, and I think is really helpful for not quitting, is that mistakes are proof that you are trying. And I think that just sticking with it, even if you're making mistakes, is really good. So happy new year to all. Happy 2013. This turned out to be much longer than I meant it to be. My goals for this year are to continue what I'm doing, really continuing to focus on me and my health and figuring out where I want to be, what I want to do, and how I'm going to make this lifestyle change permanent this time. Um, I know one of my goals is always going to be to, when I get to goal, to work for Weight Watchers. So finding out more information about that this week or this year is one of my goals, and I would of course like to make it to goal, and it is a doable number. It's not outrageous to make it before the end of the year. So that's my goal, is to try to make it to goal and then also start to work for Weight Watchers as far as weight loss goes. I also would like to pay off a lot of debt that I have from school and credit cards and things like that, and also just to continue making YouTube videos. I am so bad about stopping when things don't go as well as I would like them to. So those are my three. Hope you all are having a great new year, and I look forward to seeing all your success and your videos. Keep posting. I love them. I'll talk to you all later. Bye.